Most often, a place of work for them is the so-called gray zone, between the positions of Ukrainian defense forces and Russian units. Often, this area is very densely mined. There are anti-personnel mines and anti-tank mines all over the place, and trap wires at every turn. The defenders say that the process of demining the necessary areas can be frightening.
It is hard to adjust the fire. It's always scary. It is a fear that you have to overcome and move forward.
Having eliminated the enemy's traps, Ukrainian engineers are covering the work of the infantry of the defense forces on the front line. They are setting anti-tank mines so that in case of an attempt to carry out a retaliatory assault, it will be possible to stop the equipment of the Russian occupiers.
It tears up the equipment. Even heavy equipment is blown up and the crew can get concussed. It is about 10 kilograms of explosives, so it is very effective.
While working with various types of explosive objects on the front line, Ukrainian sappers are also at the risk of getting under the shelling of the Russian army. They say the enemy is trying to interrupt them from working.
They are also watching us with drones and opening fire to keep us down. We choose the right moment to move, work and quickly get back to our positions. The hardest part is getting there when they are shelling.
Servicemen say that the Russian occupants have mined every meter of the territory. They place banners everywhere and do not neglect to mine the bodies of their own dead soldiers.
Actually, it's very dangerous. You don't see this. Right now, a little sunny, that's why we can see, but when you go in on the grass, you don't see.
Sappers say that there are a lot of such trap wires in places where battles took place. Sometimes they remain after Russians use anti-tank guided missiles and they are not harmful, but you always have to be sure.
Here we see that it is tied to a tree. We look at the end, there is some kind of mine, so we are walking along it and, as we said earlier, there is always a danger. This one could be mined. There could be a booby trap under it, a surprise mine.
Servicemen say that there can be several such traps in the small area. As practice has shown, you can expect anything from the enemy. For example, they remotely mine roads controlled by the Ukrainian army.
They put a mine on the road, for example, if they know that the car has traveled back and forth many times, and that this route is not mined. Then, using a drone, they mine it remotely.
At forward positions, there is not much time for the mining, sappers say. If the process needs to be speeded up for the assault teams to advance, they use a special cable with explosives.
It's got a range of 500 meters, takes a lot of explosives to fire, makes a road, detonates, and that way demines the field, so that the infantry can go.
The miners try to overcome constant stress of job danger and tension with positivity and creativity.
One of these interesting moments happened in the Kharkiv direction when we had to put a lot of anti-tank mines, and we used bicycles for this. We loaded 10-12 anti-tank mines on them and drove. A bicycle, 2 servicemen, and a small group of sappers went to the front line and managed to mine everything in a few days. The only thoughts I had were to get out and get in touch, because they are waiting for me at home.
For now, these positions are being mined and cleared during combat operations, but it will take a very long time to completely clear the areas of explosive objects. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Alena Gramova, Yevhen Karmazin, UATV News.